Welcome back to our channel, Mars Sunset Media. Today, we are delving into the darker side of railway history, exploring some of the most devastating train accidents that have left an indelible mark on the world. Train travel has long been considered one of the safest modes of transportation, but there have been tragic moments when things went horribly wrong. From catastrophic derailments and deadly collisions to devastating fires and structural failures, these accidents have led to significant loss of life and prompted critical changes in railway safety standards. In this video, we'll be counting down the top 10 most fatal train accidents, revealing the harrowing details behind each disaster. We'll uncover the causes, the immediate aftermath, and the lasting impact on the railway industry and safety regulations. These stories are not just about the numbers. They are about the human lives lost and the lessons learned from each tragedy. So buckle up and prepare for a journey through some of the most somber chapters in railway history. Make sure to watch till the end to understand how these incidents have shaped modern rail travel and safety measures. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Let's get started with number 10 on our list of the most fatal train accidents in history. 10. Firozabad Rail Disaster. Date: August 20, 1995. Location: Firozabad, India. Fatalities: 358. The Firozabad Rail Disaster, one of India's deadliest train accidents, occurred on August 20, 1995. The tragedy happened when the Kalindi Express, traveling from Kanpur to New Delhi, rammed into the stationary Purushottam Express near Firozabad station. The Purushottam Express had halted on the tracks due to a collision with a cow, and the driver had failed to signal a halt effectively. The Kalindi Express, running at high speed, collided with the rear of the Purushottam Express, leading to the derailment of several coaches. The impact was devastating, with numerous carriages crushed and mangled, trapping passengers inside. Rescue operations were challenging due to the extent of the wreckage and the large number of victims. This accident highlighted significant lapses in railway communication and operational protocols. Following the disaster, Indian Railways implemented stricter safety measures and improved signal systems to prevent similar incidents in the future. The Firozabad Rail Disaster remains a stark reminder of the need for stringent safety standards in the railway sector to protect passengers' lives. 9. Torre del Bierzo Rail Disaster. Date: January 3, 1944. Location: Torre del Bierzo, Spain. Fatalities: 500 estimated. The Torre del Bierzo Rail Disaster, one of Spain's most catastrophic train accidents, occurred on January 3, 1944. The tragedy took place when a passenger train collided with a mail train inside a tunnel near Torre del Bierzo, followed by a coal train crashing into the wreckage. The initial collision was caused by the failure of the passenger train's brakes while descending a steep gradient, causing it to speed uncontrollably into the tunnel. Inside the tunnel, the impact caused a massive fire, fueled by the coal from the third train. The fire quickly spread, trapping passengers inside the carriages and making rescue operations extremely difficult. The confined space of the tunnel exacerbated the situation, leading to a high number of fatalities. The exact death toll remains uncertain due to the chaotic nature of the rescue and recovery efforts, with estimates ranging around 500. The Torre del Bierzo disaster highlighted the need for better safety measures in railway operations, particularly concerning brake maintenance and emergency response protocols. This accident led to significant changes in Spanish railway regulations to improve the safety and reliability of train travel. 8. Bihar Train Derailment. Date: June 6, 1981. Location: Bihar, India. Fatalities: 500 to 800 estimated. The Bihar Train Derailment, one of the deadliest rail accidents in India, occurred on June 6, 1981. The incident took place during a heavy monsoon season when a passenger train traveling from Mansi to Saharsa derailed and plunged into the Bagmati River near the town of Balaghat. The derailment was triggered by a combination of factors, including the high speed of the train, the slippery tracks due to the monsoon rains, and a possible flash flood that weakened the track structure. The train, which was overcrowded with passengers, quickly sank into the swollen river, leading to a significant loss of life. Rescue operations were hampered by the strong currents and poor visibility, making it challenging to retrieve bodies and survivors from the water. The exact number of fatalities remains uncertain, with estimates ranging between 500 and 800. The Bihar train derailment underscored the vulnerabilities of railway infrastructure during extreme weather conditions and the need for better disaster preparedness and response strategies. Following the disaster, Indian Railways implemented measures to improve track maintenance and safety protocols, especially in flood-prone areas, to prevent such tragedies in the future. 7. Al-Ayat Train Disaster. Date: February 20, 2002. Location: Al-Ayat, Egypt. Fatalities: 383. The Al-Ayat Train Disaster, one of Egypt's most tragic railway accidents, occurred on February 20, 2002. The incident took place when a passenger train traveling from Cairo to Luxor caught fire shortly after leaving Al-Ayat, a small town near Giza. The fire started in the fifth carriage and quickly spread through the 7 rear carriages, which were overcrowded with passengers traveling for the Eid al-Adha holiday. The blaze was caused by a cooking gas cylinder explosion that ignited the highly flammable materials inside the carriages. Panic ensued as passengers tried to escape the burning train, with many jumping out of windows while the train was still moving. Unfortunately, the fast-spreading fire and the inability of passengers to open the jammed doors led to a high number of fatalities, with 383 people losing their lives. The Al-Ayat train disaster highlighted severe deficiencies in the Egyptian railway system, including poor maintenance, overcrowding, and lack of emergency response training. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the Egyptian government faced significant public outcry and pressure to improve railway safety standards. This disaster prompted an overhaul of railway safety regulations, better maintenance practices, and stricter enforcement of safety protocols to prevent similar incidents in the future. If you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest releases. Thank you to everyone that have already subscribed. 6. Bolvano Train Disaster. Date: March 2, 1944. Location: Bolvano, Italy. Fatalities: 520. The Bolvano train disaster, one of the deadliest train accidents in Italy, occurred on March 2, 1944, during World War II. The tragedy happened when a freight train, heavily laden with goods and unauthorized passengers, stalled in the Galleria dell'Armi tunnel near the town of Bolvano. The train was powered by steam locomotives, and due to the overloading and steep gradient, it struggled to ascend the slope, eventually stopping inside the tunnel. The prolonged halt led to the buildup of carbon monoxide from the locomotive's exhaust, filling the tunnel with deadly fumes. The passengers and crew, trapped inside the confined space, succumbed to carbon monoxide poisoning. The exact number of fatalities is uncertain, but it is estimated that around 520 people lost their lives. The Bolvano train disaster highlighted the dangers of operating steam locomotives in poorly ventilated tunnels and the risks associated with overloading trains. This incident led to changes in railway operations, including stricter regulations on train loading and the use of more efficient ventilation systems in tunnels. The disaster remains a poignant reminder of the importance of safety and operational protocols in railway transportation. 5. Tanzanian train disaster. Date: June 24, 2002. Location: Higandu, Tanzania. Fatalities: 281. The Tanzanian train disaster, one of the deadliest rail accidents in Africa, occurred on June 24, 2002. The incident took place when a passenger train traveling from Dar es Salaam to the northern town of Mwanza experienced brake failure while descending a steep incline near Eschede. As the train lost control, it rolled backward down the hill and collided with a stationary freight train. The impact caused several passenger carriages to derail and pile up, leading to a catastrophic scene of destruction. The overcrowded train had passengers trapped inside the mangled wreckage, resulting in 281 fatalities and numerous injuries. Rescue operations were challenging due to the remote location and the extent of the damage. The subsequent investigation revealed that the train's brakes had been poorly maintained and the crew was unable to control the descent. The Tanzanian train disaster highlighted critical issues in the country's railway infrastructure, including inadequate maintenance, outdated equipment, and insufficient training for railway staff. In response to the tragedy, the Tanzanian government undertook measures to improve railway safety standards, enhance maintenance protocols, and upgrade the rail network to prevent similar disasters in the future. 4. Ufa Train Disaster. Date: June 4, 1989. Location: Ufa, Soviet Union, now Russia. Fatalities: 575. The Ufa train disaster, one of the most devastating rail accidents in history, occurred on June 4, 1989, near the city of Ufa in the Soviet Union. The tragedy happened when two passenger trains, traveling in opposite directions, passed by a leaking natural gas pipeline. The gas had accumulated in a low-lying area near the tracks, and as the trains approached, a spark ignited the gas, causing a massive explosion. The resulting fireball engulfed both trains, causing widespread devastation and loss of life. The intense heat and flames made rescue operations extremely difficult, and many passengers were trapped in the burning carriages. The explosion and subsequent fires resulted in 575 fatalities, including many children. The Ufa train disaster was a stark reminder of the dangers posed by industrial infrastructure near railway lines. The investigation revealed that the gas pipeline had been improperly maintained and safety protocols had been ignored. This disaster led to significant changes in industrial and railway safety regulations in the Soviet Union and later Russia, including stricter maintenance requirements and improved emergency response procedures to prevent such catastrophic events in the future. 3. Aracaju Train Disaster. Date: March 5, 1976. Location: Aracaju, Brazil. Fatalities: 1,000. Estimated. The Aracaju train disaster, one of the deadliest rail accidents in Brazilian history, occurred on March 5, 1976. The incident took place when a passenger train traveling from São Paulo to Recife derailed and caught fire near the city of Aracaju. The train was overcrowded with passengers, many of whom were traveling for the carnival celebrations. The derailment was caused by a combination of factors, including excessive speed, poor track conditions, and mechanical failure. The derailed carriages quickly caught fire, fueled by the wooden construction of the train and the flammable materials carried by passengers. The fire spread rapidly, trapping many passengers inside the burning carriages. The exact number of fatalities is uncertain, but it is estimated that around 1,000 people lost their lives in the disaster. Rescue operations were hindered by the intense flames and the chaotic scene. The Aracaju train disaster highlighted severe deficiencies in Brazil's railway infrastructure, including inadequate maintenance, outdated equipment, and poor safety standards. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the Brazilian government faced significant public outcry and pressure to improve railway safety. This disaster prompted an overhaul of railway regulations, better maintenance practices, and stricter enforcement of safety protocols to prevent similar incidents in the future. 2. St. Michael de Maurienne Derailment. Date: December 12, 1917. Location: St. Michael de Maurienne, France. Fatalities: 675. The St. Michael de Maurienne derailment, one of the deadliest train accidents in French history, occurred on December 12, 1917, during World War I. The tragedy took place when a military train carrying French soldiers returning from the Italian front derailed while descending a steep gradient near the town of Saint-Michel-de-Maurienne. The train was heavily overloaded, with more than 1,000 soldiers crammed into the carriages. The excessive weight caused the brakes to fail, and the train sped uncontrollably down the slope. As it approached a sharp curve, the train derailed, causing the carriages to pile up and catch fire. The wooden carriages, filled with soldiers and their equipment, quickly turned into an inferno. The fire spread rapidly, and many soldiers were unable to escape the wreckage. The exact number of fatalities is uncertain, but it is estimated that 675 soldiers lost their lives in the disaster. The Saint-Michel-de-Maurienne derailment underscored the dangers of overloading trains and the importance of maintaining proper braking systems. This disaster led to changes in military transportation regulations and improvements in railway safety standards in France to prevent similar tragedies in the future. 1. Quebec Bridge Collapse. Date: August 29, 1907. Location: Quebec, Canada. Fatalities: 75. The Quebec Bridge collapse, while not a traditional train crash, stands as one of the most significant engineering disasters in history, occurring on August 29, 1907. During its construction over the St. Lawrence River near Quebec City, Canada, the bridge's central span failed, leading to a catastrophic collapse. At the time of the collapse, workers were on the bridge, and the sudden failure resulted in 75 fatalities, with many more injured. The disaster was caused by design flaws, inadequate oversight, and the underestimation of the bridge's weight by the engineers. The collapse sent shockwaves through the engineering community and led to significant scrutiny of construction practices and safety standards. Following the collapse, a comprehensive investigation was conducted, and it was determined that better calculations, materials, and construction techniques were necessary to ensure the safety of large structures. The Quebec Bridge disaster emphasized the critical importance of engineering integrity and meticulous oversight in construction projects. It also led to changes in engineering education, design practices, and safety protocols, ultimately contributing to the development of safer and more reliable infrastructure worldwide. These 10 train disasters stand as grim reminders of the importance of safety in transportation. Each tragedy brought with it a heavy toll of lives lost and communities shattered, but they also led to crucial advancements in railway technology and safety regulations. The legacy of these accidents continues to influence the way we travel today, making our journeys safer and more secure. While we honor the memory of those who perish, we also recognize the progress made in their wake. If you found this exploration of train tragedies eye-opening, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who might be interested. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on our latest content. We cover everything from historical disasters to modern engineering marvels. Let us know in the comments which other train stories you'd like us to cover. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.